Welcome back, everyone, to another great episode of the First Inning. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening to me on Spotify. Please hit the like button, like, share, subscribe, and comment below. And we will definitely continue this conversation off the air. But we are back with another great one. We got Roger the Big Yankee fan with us today. And we're going to talk to you guys about some interesting trade rumors going on with the Yankees. And what do we got, Roger?
Hello. Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas and have a happy holiday season with New Year's coming up. Well, what is happening is, as we know, Aaron Judge has signed the 9-year, $360 million contract. And they have also signed Carlos Rodon to a 6-year, $162 million contract. As of right now, they are still working on trying to get Reynolds from the Pirates. But the Pirates really are holding the Yankees over a barrel because they know the Yankees really want him and may be asking for some of the top prospects. I mean, there's rumors that they may be asking for Jason Dominguez or Anthony Volpe, and there's all kinds of rumors as far as that's concerned. And the Yankees may still be working on a deal for Brian Reynolds. As a backup plan, they were talking about Max Kepler, who may have a lot of potential, but once again is nowhere near the player that Brian Reynolds is. And Max Kepler would be coming from the Minnesota Twins. He's a left-handed bat. But he only batted 220 last year. The shift is going away, and the statistics showed that that 10 hits were taken away from Kepler during the season because of the shift, which would have brought his batting average up to 250 without the shift. But they are talking about that. And also with the Mets, the Carlos Correa situation is that he failed the second physical after failing with the San Francisco Giants over a back issue. He has failed with the New York Mets over an upper ankle injury with the fibula, and he has apparently a plate in the upper ankle, and that vibrated when he had to play at second base last year. And he failed the physical with the Mets. So Scott Boras is talking with other teams and 4 other teams now, and the rumors are that among the 4 teams that are talking to Boras about Correa are the Yankees and the Braves. So there's a lot of rumors flying around. And the latest crazy rumor, and this is coming from some of the bigger people, some of the bigger writers like Brian Hoke and that sort of thing, are talking about Mike Trout demanding a trade, and he wants to come to the East Coast. The Angels are up for sale, and the Angels will be sold, and the new ownership will probably be wanting to start afresh. And Mike Trout is talking about asking for a trade to the Yankees, the Phillies, or the Mets. So that is the crazy rumor going around.
Wow, man. First of all, hey, what's up, Bryson? Bryson's here on the check-in. I hope you had a great Christmas, man.
Happy holidays.
Yeah, man. First of all, it was a great Christmas. We had a good time. Got a bunch of presents and stuff like that. And it's happy to have Aaron Judge back, under the and as captain too, and Rendon. So that's gonna be real nice, man. But for now, with imagine getting Mike Trout on the team. That would be insane.
Exactly,
and the Yankees can do it because they still have money to spend under the threshold.
Right.
So I mean, they can actually get him and trade some people off.
Right, and they would not be talking to Correa unless they possibly had some type of deal to be able to move Donaldson. Because the rumor is, and it's from some of the bigger writers, that the Yankees and the Braves are two of the teams that are talking to Scott Boras about Correa. But Correa is still up in the air as far as what's happening with him. And the Mike Trout thing sounds like a crazy rumor to me, but it apparently is coming from big-name sports writers that Trout has asked for a trade. And he's a New Jersey native, and he would like to go to either the Phillies, the Yankees, or the Mets. So that is a crazy, outrageous rumor. You know, somewhat that would be something like the Yankees getting Giancarlo Stanton, if that ever came out of nowhere. And in the meantime, they're still trying to make a trade for Byron Reynolds, and a lot of different types of rumors are going on.
Yeah, but this Brian Reynolds guy, is this guy? I haven't really watched his footage or anything, but is this guy even worth getting or what? Brian Reynolds.
Oh well, he's a really good quality player, bordering on star. He hit 27 home runs last year. If you pull up his statistics, he batted close to 270, hit 27 home runs, and is a very strong left-handed bat.
Yeah, because the Yankees do need left-handed hitters on the team.
Right, and he's only 27 years old and a very good quality player. I think much better than Max Kepler. Kepler would be a fallback guy. Max Kepler might be just a little bit better than Hicks as of right now. So the Yankees are really pushing for Reynolds.
Well, yeah, man. A lot of these guys are gonna be a great addition, you know.
Right.
To the team, no matter what. So, the more the merrier is what we need.
Exactly. And we can make our announcement that the X-Bomber and the Roger the Big Yankee Fan will be starting their season together on April 14th against the Minnesota Twins. And then we will have our first series for April against the Minnesota Twins, 3 games, April 14th, 15th, and 16th.
Yeah, you already know, Bryson, man, you get my ticket on the, you'll be with us, man. If you want to come down those days, you already got a ticket. So, April 14th is a bobblehead, isn't it?
Yes, I believe so. I read it was the bobblehead. I forgot who it's the bobblehead of.
And then May something is Anthony Rizzo Star Wars bobblehead.
Oh, okay.
And then I forgot the other one.
Right. But so I've got April set up, and I might not be back for a couple more months after that. You know, I'd be back in June or July, but our April trip is all set.
Sounds good, man. Like I said, man, I think this year there's not gonna be a lot of fans in the stadium this year, man. And if there is, they're gonna be paying a whole lot of money to get here because the toll on the George Washington Bridge has gone up to $25.
Right, but what I've heard about that though is it's not always going to be $25, 24 hours a day. It's going to be going up to like $25 during peak congestion hours. You know, where it will change during what time of the day you're going and on weekends.
Well, that's the thing. If you're going to a Yankee night game, you got to get over that bridge at peak hours, 5 o'clock.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna be paying it, man. They got it timed perfectly. Let me tell you, the city knows how to tap those pockets, man.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Everything is becoming very expensive, no doubt about it.
I don't know when they're gonna actually raise it, what day it is. I don't know if it's January 1st or what.
I will look in and get the information for us for our next show.
But that's wild, man, you know? That's another strain. Oh, and then they're talking about raising the subway fare too.
Holy cow. Yeah, that'll be rough for me. I'll be able to stay with Sherelle on a number of my trips.
They're talking about raising the subway fare, and I don't know if it'll happen next year or the year after, but they're talking about doing it.
Right.
And it's like, man, it's like you're never gonna win.
No, I'll tell you, it just things are just getting so expensive, no doubt about it, and everything is collapsing. The housing market is collapsing. I mean, because interest rates, Powell of the Fed has raised interest rates to try to combat inflation, and so the housing market, the prices are dropping, not by much though. And the rates are going up, which means mortgages payments are going very, very high. So the housing market is crashing. And, there's also businesses, new cars. No one can afford anything. No one can afford anything. So they have lots of inventory, and it's all going to sit and rot because people are barely able to keep a roof over their head and put food on the table, let alone buy anything.
Yeah, it's true, man. I mean, everybody has to pay for a lot of stuff, man.
Right.
I mean, you're still going to get your diehard Yankee fans, but like I always said, man, the majority of the people that are going to go to these games are going to be tourists.
Right, exactly. It's going to be heavy duty. But that is our first trip all set up for April.
And it's crazy, man. But I'm excited for next season. I mean, even if the Yankees don't do anything else, I'm kind of satisfied with the team what we have now. Because I mean, let's say, okay, the only person that didn't really play anything is Aaron Hicks on this whole team, right?
Right.
So let's hope that if they don't get rid of him, let's hope that he can have a bounce back year and be the player that he always expected to be.
I know. When they signed Hicks to that 7-year, $70 million contract, I was saying, what? Because I've never been impressed with Hicks. Never been overly impressed with him. And when I heard Cashman sign him to that 7-year, $70 million contract, I thought, what the heck is he seeing him that I don't?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he hasn't hit any home runs like that lately,
No.
And he hasn't even hit at all, period.
No, not at all.
So that's the only player that's the only downfall other than Josh Donaldson and Gabriel Torres. And Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Those are the four, I would say.
Right. Gabriel Torres had a decent year. Like most baseball players, he had his ups and downs. But he did finish with 24 home runs and close to a 250 batting average. I have to check his batting average again. Don't quote me on that. But he had 24 home runs. He made some defensive mistakes, but so did IKF. But they could use him as a trade piece if they could upgrade in a position that they need. If they're planning on having Volpe come in during the season and play second base.
Yeah, and Gabler, I wouldn't get rid of him.
Right.
Because he still has potential.
Right.
Exactly. and at this point in time, he's pretty much a veteran second baseman at this pretty much in time.
Yes, that's still a very young age, But exactly.
So I mean, he's only gonna get better. I don't know if he'll hit any better, but hopefully his defense will be better than what it was, But that's all we could hope for is better defense. Like Josh Donaldson, he has great defense, but he doesn't have a bat. But the defense is worth it,
It is, but not at the price. I mean, Josh Donaldson is going to be being paid like the same amount of money as like a Carlos Correa would get or something. Josh Donaldson is an albatross contract at this point in time because, he looks very old at the plate. His at-bats were rather poor for most of the year.
Well, he's getting paid that money because of the union.
Right.
Because the union laws, he's in a certain tier, and because he's in a certain tier, he has to get paid that much.
Exactly, and he was MVP, but that was back in 2015, so we're talking 8 years ago.
It's not like the old days where your where you're, let's say, you're Mark McGuire or somebody like that, getting paid $27 million a year, and then you want to retire, but the team pays you $1 million just to come back for 1 year, and you take it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now you can't do that. To bring him back, you have to pay him at his blue book price.
Right.
You know,
exactly.
You have to pay him blue book value, like a car now. You know, it's like a car. You know, how much mileage do they have? You know, what accidents do they have? You know what I mean? And
Exactly.
it's all judged now on their blue book value, man. So it's not like, I don't know if they can still do that. I don't know. You know, if they could be like, all right, we want to offer you this, you know, and that's all you're gonna get from
them. They
them.
can do that once the contract is up. You know, once the contract is up, they don't have to. You know, they could offer them $10 an hour. You know, once the contract is done, it's done, and then they can sign him for whatever he agrees to.
Yeah, but another team would have to pay him, like I just said, blue book value. You know, if they want him.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But they can still. I wonder if they could still lower it and get him for nothing.
Yes, I know. In the Mike Trout situation, the Angels will have to take on some of that money. You know, it would be like a John Carlos Stanton type of deal. You know, where if they moved him to the Yankees, like the Phillies, probably their outfield is set with Bryce Harper and everyone. And the Mets don't really need Trout, but you never know what Steve Cohen is going to do. So the most obvious landing spot would be the Yankees. So this is a crazy, outrageous, wild talk that is going on right now. But that is some of the talk that is hitting the press.
So what? Okay, let's say Mike Trout does come to the Yankees, right? What position you're gonna put him in?
Wow, I don't know how they would do it. They would have Harrison Bader, they would have Mike Trout, and they'd have Aaron Judge in the outfield.
You know, I mean, I believe all three are gonna play center field at one point in time.
Right.
You know, but do you move Mike Trout to right field? Do you move Trout to left field? You know what I mean? I don't know how well of a player he really is.
Oh, well, he's still a super outstanding player. They still consider him the best player in the majors, but he now has a back issue.
So then he would be more liable to play right field.
Or left field. You know, they're going to keep Judge in right field. I mean, that's just what the Yankees are going to do.
So it'll be Bader in center, Aaron Judge in right, and Mike Trout in left field.
Right.
And then on the bench, you still have, well, I guess Aaron Hicks. Well, they're gonna have to make room for somebody's gonna have to get designated for assignment if they pick up Mike Trout. So.
Well, Marwin Gonzalez is not coming back, apparently. Marwin Gonzalez is not coming back. Carpenter is not coming back. So they're going to have to do something concerning their bench.
Well, then on the bench, you're going to have Aaron Hicks.
Right. Unless they could somehow move him, too. But, you know, Hicks, I really can't see anyone taking Hicks for that type of money.
And like I said, they should still have Oswald Peraza out there because he can play infield as well.
That is Oswaldo Cabrera.
I mean Cabrera, yeah.
Plays all the different positions, and Peraza could be starting at shortstop. We don't know what's happening with Peraza and IKF. So there's still a lot of things up in the air right now as the offseason continues.
Because I mean, what would be nice is that Oswaldo, you can use him like a DJ LeMahieu, and he can play every single day, outfield, infield. You know what I mean? And he can play all the different positions.
Right.
And still have his bat because he can hit, that kid.
Yes, we saw a few home runs from him.
You know, and he plays defense very well, man, and he's young. So, And if the Yankees can train him to be a utility guy, his whole career like that, yo, that kid will be awesome.
Oh, right. Oh, also another free agent signing, which was a huge signing. I didn't think this would happen. Michael Conforto signed with the San Francisco Giants for $36 million. 2 years, $36 million.
Yeah, good luck with that, San Francisco. That's a bad deal. I mean, he's a good player, whatever, but he's not that type of player to pay all that money for.
And doesn't that look weird for the Giants, because they turned down Correa because he failed a physical, and now they took Michael Conforto, who missed the entire season last year with an injury.
Oh yeah, that too. You don't even really know how well he's gonna do coming back.
Right.
So you're taking a gamble with that.
I know. At that point, the Giants had been shut out. The Giants went after Judge. The Giants went after Correa, and the Giant fans are a little bit more than a little bit upset, with what's happened with the Giants promising all of this and then striking out so far. So they signed Conforto.
Well, good luck to them, man, on that one.
Exactly. And but otherwise, a lot of rumors going on. We'll see what the Yankees are going to be doing as far as Brian Reynolds is concerned, and what type of trade package they get for him, or will they fall back to Max Kepler? They also have the rumors about Mike Trout. They could just be rumors, and I'll have to see that to believe it.
Yeah, definitely, because if Mike Trout is up for grabs, I would be all in on Mike Trout. I mean, right. I get it. I get that he's been injured or whatever, but it's still Mike Trout.
Right.
You know what I mean? Aaron Judge is still Aaron Judge. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you're still getting a great player no matter what. So, hopefully, he can play the whole season. Even though they're not going to play a whole season, you think they're not, but then they end up playing a whole season like Aaron Judge. We never thought Aaron Judge was going to play a whole season.
Yeah, he played 157 games last year.
I thought he would get at least some day offs.
Right.
Right. And he did, but it was like very rare day off.
Right, he played 157 of the 162 games.
And when he did get a day off, he was a DH.
Right. They gave him some half days, where he was just.
So look at that. I mean, he can. I mean, and we just hope that these guys can stay, healthy the whole season. Hopefully, like Anthony Rizzo, can be healthy the whole season. It's hard, man, because, like I told you, man, that not only now you're battling the visiting team, you're battling the weather as well.
Right.
And it's freezing cold out there, man, and that freezing cold messes you up.
Right, exactly. And
you could turn the wrong way, and because you're cold, you can turn the wrong way and just hurt something.
Sure. I mean, a number of things can happen, no doubt about it. And but Judge was very healthy last year. Giancarlo Stanton did miss a significant amount of time last year, the way he seems to do every year. And that's why you really can't play Giancarlo Stanton in the outfield every day. Giancarlo Stanton looks like an Adonis. He looks like a Greek god, but he can be rather fragile. He gets a lot of leg injuries. Stanton pulls a lot of muscles.
That's because of the cold. Because the Yankees start spring training in Florida where it's 80 degrees, and then when they come to opening day at Yankee Stadium, it's 30 degrees over here.
Right. But Stanton got injured right after the All-Star break when it was already hot.
Well, yeah, that's right. Right after the doing the home run, he got hurt, right?
They said he may have gotten hurt during the All-Star game. He was the All-Star MVP.
That's what I'm saying. When he hit the home run, that's when he got hurt.
Maybe.
Running around the bases. Yeah, running around the bases, he got hurt. We never saw him again.
Right, exactly, until the end of the year, exactly. But Stanton needs to have a bounce-back year. His batting average was very low. He only hit .211, but he did have 31 homers. But I would like to see a bounce-back year from Stanton.
Yeah, that's true, man. I'm glad that they toned down their workouts, you know?
Right.
We didn't see no outrageous workout things this year. When Luke Voigt and them were there, they were throwing tires and cars around and all kind of stuff.
I know.
You know what I mean? And now it looks like they don't really do that no more.
Right, exactly. And they're still just as strong. They just have to be careful. Oh, by the way, I sent you on Instagram a video on YouTube about Mickey Mantle and what kind of player he could have been if he did not have a drinking problem and so many injuries.
Oh, yeah, he would have been the Babe Ruth, man.
So that's on Instagram for you on your message if you want to see it.
Yeah, man, I read the whole book of Mickey Mantle, man.
Right, Mantle had a very serious drinking problem throughout his life. And at the end of his life...
You know what the sad part, what that whole sad part was to me, is that before he died, he's at the hospital and they have the press conference, right? About his liver, and all that, and that he has he has cancer from drinking, and don't be like him, and all that, right? Comes to find out, he didn't die because of alcohol. He died because in his liver, there was elements of particles from him working at the coal mine when he was younger.
Right.
And those particles acted up at that moment in time in his liver, and that's what actually killed him. It wasn't the alcohol.
Right.
So even though Mickey Mantle was an alcoholic drunk or whatever, it's not what killed Mickey Mantle.
Yeah.
You know, it was the particles from the mine, from the coal mine, was in his system, and that's what killed him and gave him cancer. The coal mine particles, whatever you want to call it. You know.
He did end up with cancer after he got the liver transplant.
Yeah, man. It was the coal mine that killed him. You know, he was breathing that stuff in as a kid. And he had it in the system his whole life, and then it acted up when he got old.
Right.
You know, that's when it opened up and got him sick. It wasn't the drinking. So, you know, people have to understand it wasn't the drinking, it was that coal mine particles and all that.
Right.
And it was actually
he was only 63.
And you know what? And it wasn't that his liver wasn't bad. It was the coal mine particles was in his lungs.
Yes, but the liver was bad. He needed a liver transplant.
Yeah, they did the liver transplant, but come to find out, it wasn't the liver.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to explain. I read it in the book. The liver was good, but because of these particles, that turned into a cancer into his body, and that's what actually killed him, which is crazy, man. So I feel bad for him, though, man, but he was a hell of a player, man. He would have been the Babe Ruth of all that if he never would have got hurt.
Yeah, if you want to see that, that's on your Instagram message, and I've got the it's Baseball Plus video talking about Mantle.
You know, and he didn't start drinking until he blew out his knees.
Right. So it was early on, though. I mean, he was only 19 going on 20 in his first major league season. He was actually even 18 when he was first called up in 1951. And it was Joe DiMaggio's final season, and Joe DiMaggio was playing center field, and Mickey Mantle was playing right field. and Mantle was very fast.
It was game 1 of the World Series.
Right. He caught his foot in that drainage area in the outfield.
And Mickey Mantle just came up. He just came up like in July or something like that. And in the book, Mickey Mantle never even spoke to Joe DiMaggio. And then when he got hurt with the drain pipe in the World Series, that first game, right? Joe DiMaggio told me next time, he was like, yo, that was my effing ball. Next time, don't go for it. That was my effing ball.
Yes, Joe DiMaggio was not particularly nice to Mickey Mantle that first season.
Nah, I mean he didn't even speak to him.
Right, exactly.
He didn't even speak to him that one time. The whole time he was on the Yankees, Joe DiMaggio never spoke to Mickey Mantle.
Right, I know. Joe DiMaggio was, was elegant, but he was somewhat of a, not the nicest guy all the time. He would always dress in suits and everything. And, Joe DiMaggio got very upset when Marilyn Monroe was in that movie, and she stepped on the heating area of the plate on the sidewalk, and her dress blew up.
Yeah, that happened on 59th Street and Lexington Avenue.
Right, and he got very, very upset about that. But then when Marilyn Monroe passed away, they got divorced about a year after they were married. And when Marilyn Monroe passed away, Joe DiMaggio put flowers on her grave every year until his death.
Yeah, man. Also, they made a movie about Marilyn Monroe. They made a new movie about her, and it's terrible, man. It's a horrible movie. I wouldn't even watch it. They portray her as like she was a whore her whole life.
Oh,
like, yeah, that's a terrible. Don't even watch that movie. It's terrible, man. It's a bad way to portray somebody.
I know. There was always rumors of her having an affair with John F. Kennedy and that kind of thing.
Yeah, but it's like they make the whole movie about her having sex with everybody.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a terrible movie, man. It's a terrible movie, man. It's like that she's basically a whore in the movie.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah, it's terrible how they did that to that. I turned it off.
I see.
It was disgusting, man. It's disgusting, man, that movie.
Right, I can understand. No doubt about it. But that is the situation with the Yankees. A lot of rumors. There's a rumor about Mike Trout. They still may be working on a deal with Brian Reynolds. If they don't go with Brian Reynolds, they may fall back to Max Kepler. They may be possibly in talks for Carlos Correa because Correa has failed the physical with the Mets, and there's a lot of silence around there. So as of right now, I think we've got it all covered up to this point. We'll have to see where everything goes.
Yeah, I mean, let's hope Yankees get Mike Trout, man. That'll be exciting, man.
Right, absolutely.
I mean, that would be something. That would be something. Yeah, right. I would love to have Mike Trout on the team, man.
Wow. I know. It would be kind of like when the Yankees landed John Carlos Stanton. It would be like equal or even more so than that. Where something came out of nowhere.
Yeah, man. I mean, imagine all these guys playing together. I mean, their best. Giancarlo, DHing, hitting home runs. Mike Trout, Judge, Bader out there. Oh, my God. All these guys. And Rizzo.
Right.
I mean, these guys should never lose.
No.
You know what I mean? And then you got this. And then you're starting 5 rotation. Garrett Cole, Rendon, Frankie Montas, Nestor Cortez, Luis Severino. I mean, come on.
Yeah. I mean, it's looking pretty good. And like I said, we've got our first series all set up. Put it down in your book, April 14th, Friday.
I mean,
I got a weekend one because it's still, before you get off from work.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Sounds good, man. We're gonna be there, man. I can't wait.
So we're all set, and I think we've covered all the rumors there is to cover for now. And I guess we'll be back right after just before the New Year this Friday.
No, we'll be back Friday. We're gonna be back Friday for our last episode.
Right, our last episode of 22.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about how great the year was. You know, our final. All our favorite moments of the year, type of thing.
Oh yeah, sounds good.
You know, our favorite highlight, whatever. You know, our favorite moment. That's gonna be the episode of next episode.
Yeah, sounds good.
You know, so yeah, we're gonna end it here, and thank you for watching and listening, and we'll see y'all guys on the next one. So long, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.